All right, new items for the Miata. KG Works interior door handles. Now these things are currently discontinued and I don't think they're gonna make these again. They're fairly hard to find because they're discontinued. I found these at Korn's in Japan when I was there. It was just laying on top of their shelf and it said NA on it, KG Works bag. So I was like, dude, those handles, I gotta buy them. I forgot how much they cost, but online they go up to 350 bucks, depending on which retailer you go through. And if they even have it in stock, and most guys won't carry these anymore. They have it on their website, but it says not available or out of stock. So if you find these, buy it. And even if you don't like the look, just buy it and resell it because these things are freaking expensive and it's hard to find brand new. Now, these things are actually plastic. They look metal, right? They look like they're steel or aluminum, but they're not. Just plastic coated with chrome. And the legit KG Work ones, they are all plastic. So if you find anything that's steel or aluminum, those are the replicas. They did make replicas of these things, and those are alloy. So if you want, like an alloy version of this, you could buy the fake ones. They're way cheaper. But if you want a legit KG Works one, they're all plastic. There's nothing wrong with plastic. I mean, the original interior door handle for the Miatas, they're all plastic. And I don't know, the car's 30 years old now and they're still fine and functional. So these will last you. The chrome, can't say will not rub off, but who knows. These things are super easy to install. You pull off the door panel, those clips around the door panel, 2 screws and a door handle, 1 screw where this goes, right here, there's a screw right here, where the door cup is, and then you just pull off the door panel, pull off the cup, take the original unit out, and then pop this in, put the door panel back on, and you're golden. That's pretty much it. So that's what we're gonna do today. Hopefully it's as smooth as I say it is, and we'll see how it looks. Tools we're using, we got a Phillips X-Acto blade, ratchet, and another Phillips head screwdriver. So we're gonna pop off this right here. This is the lower door handle screw right there. And then we're gonna pop off this cap very carefully using this X-Acto knife. Boom. There you go. I use X-Acto knife because I could get in between without crushing the plastic. I'm gonna put this on the side right here. And then we have another screw right there. Now, I don't know why Mazda made this gold instead of black. Everything else is black, but I guess this thing's hidden, so it doesn't matter. But it seems like it'd be more cost effective to do one color. Who knows? Maybe it's an old part from a RX-7 or something. What blows my mind is they cover this one, they have a cap, but this one's left open. It's like an afterthought, like they forgot. Okay, now that's out. We make sure that thing is slid away. Pop off this screw that's inside here. Bam. And then we pull this open and slide the little cup. I call it a cup. It's not really a cup, but I call it a cup. And over here, you undo this little cap. There's another Phillips right here. Pops off easy enough. And then you get a rag. I got a rag up here. And you slide this inside, or like in between the door handle and where this is, and you just kind of gently rub it around. Boom. And then you pop off the freaking crank. See how easy that was? You rub it around, as you can see here, until it pushes this out. And bam, it pops out. Freaking cool trick I learned from my neighbor Dan, who used to be a master tech at a Mazda dealership, and now he's working at corporate. So next thing, we're just gonna pop out the corners right here. Bam, here's the upholstery tool. It's plastic, so you don't jack anything up. And then these little clips are basically around the door panel. You can kind of feel them if you run this tool around. You just want to make sure you don't break any of them. I've actually bought new clips last year when I initially put this car together. So these should be nice and flexible still and not brittle, but who knows? Cars will be cars and things break sometimes when you don't mean to break them. Okay, there you go. There you go. You don't want to force anything. You just kind of want to play with it until it pops. There you go. So they're all popped off. And now you just lift up and it should pop out. Bam. Voila! And you are free. Now you take this bastard and you put it down somewhere safe, like this flat area back here. And then you have this. Looks like you got your typical screw, or you could actually use a 8mm socket to take this off, but not necessary. We have these guys. Okay. Now we just want to make sure we don't break any of the clips retaining the rod right here for the door handle. Because if we break it, that would suck. But my new ones come with new clips, so I guess it doesn't matter. But still, you want to preserve these things because you might want to switch back one day and, you know, want to keep it nice. And give it a pry and push. There you go. Took long enough, I guess, huh? Bam. And that's one door handle. Right, here's our KG Works one. Here's our stock. Bam, see the difference? So, we're gonna pop this clip and then this one after. 2 clips, super simple to do. Okay, here you go. Then I'm just gonna use this to kind of push it down. There you go. A little tight versus the stock one. And then we're gonna swing this clip over to lock it. Hopefully it works without breaking anything. It's a little tight fitment over here. This clip is tighter than the stock one. Bam. There you go. So there's the clip. Basically swung this over the rod. Surprisingly, my stock one's still good, so if I break this, I got a backup. And then the lock clip, this dude, is right here. I'm gonna just put this in the center because that's how I removed the other one. Slide it in, okay. Now we're gonna put the 3 bolts back. And then we're good. I'm gonna test the door handle. We're good. Back here, you'll see that there are clips all the way around. Okay, make sure that they're still there. They didn't slide off. If you broke yours, just buy new ones. They're cheap. These are actually all brand new from Mazda. I bought it last year during my replacement of these things. There you go, make sure everything's back where they are. And slide this baby back on. Now you might notice that I don't have the plastic covering inside my door panels because I took those off during my painting. I just didn't put it back on. You should put those back on, but this car is not I don't daily this car, so it's not a big deal. All right, so now all I gotta do is line up all the clips and press everything back in. Guys in. There are several clips around. Just kind of feel them and press them in accordingly. There you go. There you go. That's it. Done. And then you replace the screws that you removed. This dude. Okay. I'll make sure these are tight, but not gorilla tight. There you go. I should probably face this down so it looks better. My OCD is gonna hate me if I don't. Then the door handle. Remember, the one with the cap goes up top, and that also has the bronze screw in it. There you go. This is so easy. Taking apart my Porsche freaking door panels to redo my speakers was a total bitch and not fun. Okay. And I'm going to use my broad nose Phillips to torque these things down. Yeah, it's about 15 foot-pounds. Okay, maybe 20. And then my freaking crank. Make sure you don't forget the gasket. And then you want to make sure that your crank position's even with the other side, because that'd be silly if they're not. So just note how you want it. If you want it all the way down, when it's up, then crank it up and then adjust it. So best thing to do, crank it all the way up. Notate where this is. So I want my crank to point down perfectly when the windows are closed, so like this. Then you just press it in. Make sure you don't crush the gasket, because that thing will shift around. Okay. Stay. Push. Bam. Vertical. Cool. Now we put our door cup, one side in. This one's not that tricky. Make sure it's clean. If you wanna get a fancy one, I don't know who carries a fancier one, but you just pull, slide this beast in very slowly. This would be a good time to tape up the door handle so it doesn't get scraped. Bam, done. Then you press your cap back in at the top. There's only one cap, it's at the top. You can't put it on the bottom because the bottom doesn't have a cap, which is kind of weird. It's like, how are you gonna have a cap for this one, but not the bottom? And then you are done, my friends.